Hey everyone, I'm Madeline Vaughn and welcome back to my channel. Something I've been wanting to do for some time is take you along when I do one of my alpha meetups. We meet usually weekly at the same time and same place. We either order dinner or have dinner together, and then we dive into the chapters that I've written for that particular moment. Sometimes it's two chapters, sometimes it's three. I read them aloud, they listen for plot drops or questions that they might have. Why did this character react this way, or why didn't they act a certain way? And we discuss that.
Let me go back just a little. I did change. I added a lot of stuff um, to the first 14 chapters. So there's a new scene with Simon and Lenny.
Typically, I'll catch them up on what I did while we were away from each other, any updates I made, and then we'll go over new scenes moving forward. I also like to give them a refresher of where we left off in case there's any questions about how the next scene should start.
As Mary drove us through town in her Ford Escort station wagon, my parents had one. That's why I ended up in here. I
This particular series starts in the 80s, and I like to add in little pieces about my life. So, for example, I read that so and so's character was driving a Ford station wagon, which is something my parents had in the 1980s.
I can see it from both sides. So I can see where probably add a little more to it to make her her. Um, but I also see like to me it's fine the way it is, but I could also improve on it. So I see it both ways.
I mean, it's a sentence or two, just a little bit more.
Something I absolutely love about my alpha team is that if there is something they question, they do not hold back. They will tell me what their thoughts are, they'll give me the reasons why they think it would be this way versus another way, and we discuss that as a team. I listen to their thoughts, and as I mentioned, I can see it both ways. I can see adding more to the specific chapter, dialogue, whatever, to bring out more of Lenny's character in this case. And then I can also see leaving it the way it is. More than likely, I'm going to add to it because that makes the most sense.
That's the end of the chapter.
Oh,
It'll make sense.
It'll make sense. It'll make sense.
okay, okay,
Not right now, and probably not tonight, but it'll make sense.
okay.
Something I take so much pride in as a writer is even catching my alpha team off guard. So you heard a response at the end of a chapter, and one of my alphas was surprised at what happened because at this particular moment in the book, it may not make the most sense about what occurred, but it'll all get wrapped up. This was a particular Easter egg that I left in this chapter, and that was her honest reaction, which I absolutely loved.
Okay, that makes
That
that is
checks.
yeah, that checks then for her to say, okay, so what do you guys need? And then
But I
okay.
would maybe approach it like,
And he says she's been kind of MIA lately, but he didn't know why.
Our meetups tend to last anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. A lot of it is just going back and forth on what I've written for this current meeting. And the banter between my alpha team is fantastic. Their insights, their involvement, their concerns, their questions, their willingness to support and help me move the book forward is just so much. I can't ever repay them for what they're offering to do on almost a weekly basis. I hope you enjoyed a little behind the scenes peek at what I do with my alpha team that is local to Kansas City. If you did enjoy this content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to follow along on my writing journey. And if you wouldn't mind sharing, that helps me get my name out. Thank you.